everybody, today I want to talk a little bit about the difference between just getting approved and having a consultation. I do think there's a very, very distinct difference. The industry specifically in lending, especially since COVID and the advent of Rocket Mortgage, it has shifted with AI more and more towards push button get mortgage. And that's not the worst thing. You might luck into the right loan. But what I've found is ultimately there's a lot of questions that who knows, maybe one day AI will have the answer to this. But at this point, there's not a lot of intuitiveness about, hey, what are you actually trying to do with the house? What's your goals? There's a lot of things that we need inside a consultation that doesn't take place when you just fill out what's called an URLA. It's a Uniform Residential Loan Application. Some people call it a 1003. So it's really basic. It's going to say, what's your property that you're at now? What are your assets like? What are your incomes? What are your liabilities? If I rely on you to fill that out, and then I look and I decide based on what I'm seeing on paper that these numbers will put you in X loan and this is going to be the best strategy with rate. Here's your approval. What I'll find is sometimes people will get under contract and they'll have problems with what said loan officer decided was best for them and their family. And so then we come in potentially and do what's called a save a deal because it's not structured the way they wanted it to be. So what we do is just my process is, I want to make sure that I'm sitting down with every single person that's thinking about buying a house. And we want to go over what's the process look like? What's the cash to close look like? What's the monthly payment? What kind of questions do you have? And inside of a lot of questions, I'm going to ask, hey, what's most important to you? The monthly payment, the cash to close, the interest rate, the house, trying to figure out what's their investment strategy like. Hey, are we going to keep this property for a year or are you going to move out within a year and turn it into an investment property? Those are going to dictate different investment strategies and ultimately different loan programs that we might do that you're not going to find if you just fill out an app. So whether it be me, whether it be one of the other few people in town that do a consultation, I highly encourage you to sit down and ask a lot of questions and make sure you're with a professional that knows the questions to ask you in order to get you in the right loan program. Hopefully that's helpful. See you next time.